All right, so Ahmed came in as a customer talking about cars and stuff like that, looking like a nerd and that. We didn't take him seriously, you know. We laughed about him. I've saved him on my phone, yeah, as 5,000 brake horsepower, Billy the Blagger kind of guy, and that never took him seriously and stuff. You know what I mean? We just laughed. Okay, he's shaking his head. I'm just telling you how it was at the time. I wish Acid was here. You know what I mean? Okay, we just like every time he would come and that. What the hell, man? Here comes another blagger. Here comes the blagger again. Blagger again. You know what I mean, never took him seriously. You know, we don't expect somebody looking like him to know all this stuff. You know what I mean? You know, we're the car guys, but this guy seems to know more than us on that. What the hell's going on here, sort of thing. So now he's just chatting shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we flopped him off on that. And then a few years later, I went for a drive, in his car. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I think I need to do that English sign. My man, took me on the bypass, If I showed you the video, my heart was beating out of my chest. Car was flying, literally all over the place. Car was literally gliding. I came back here with my mouth on the floor. I thought, what the hell is going on here? I've never been in a car like that. That's when I started taking him seriously. You know what I mean? So, this guy, his journey into the car, is magic. You got to listen to this, okay? Listen to his story. He comes from a background, where his dad's a consultant, doctors and scientists. His family are all up there. So I don't expect to see him into cars and that. This guy is currently building a car, that's going to be pushing over 1,000 brake horsepower and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And he's the beauty of when I say nerd, when I say nerd, the fact that he actually calculates it to the tenth of a millimeters or whatever, tolerances and stuff like that. Like, oh my God, man, this is what it takes here to have a master degree, isn't it? Anyway, let me bring Ahmed into this conversation. Ahmed.
Yes, boss.
How you doing, boss? How the hell, did you get into cars? But even before you say how you got into the cars, tell me, introduce yourself to me, Tell me about your upbringing. How you stay. You're an Afghani, Afghanis are kind of mad people, aren't they? Proper loyal to the cause and stuff like that. You come from a very affluential family and stuff like that who are doing well in every aspect and stuff like that. Why are you not a drug dealer? How the hell did you manage to do the education, do the car, get a good job and stuff like that? Talk to me about your journey to where you are right now, please.
Well, definitely, as Asim brother has rightfully said so earlier, that, the very first thing that comes in mind is the fear of your Lord. Obviously, we all have our own shortfalls, but, knowing that, things will hit you later in life, and obviously, God is watching you all the time. And beside this, of course, the family, the tribe that you come from, the gathering.
What's this tribe?
For all of us, we do come from some sort of tribes, right? Obviously, the family, the friends, all of that comes into an equation. Why, I never became a drug dealer or anything like that. Oh, well, how do you know I've never been?
I was waiting for that.
Okay.
But of course, you have to be mindful of a few things in life. Obviously the religious side is one thing, but as a human, put it in perspective that you're selling something to someone who's actually destroying their life. And as a man, through my actions, I can't see anyone falling just for a few bucks. The greed of a man is such that it's a pit that will never get filled. You're a millionaire. How drug dealers start? The basic mindset of these street kids: I'm gonna make a few grand, wash off my hands, and job done. When he makes that few grand, then it's into six figures. Then that six figures change into millions. So that ladder is keep building up to a point which becomes unachievable. So from that perspective, you have to draw a line in your life that, look, you cannot fill that pit.
Before you started drawing a line, tell me about your journey growing up.
Obviously, we do come from, quite a strict family, parents, uncles, big families, there are always eyes watching us from left, right and center, nothing dodgy. The moment anything off track.
So common
Yeah,
factor,
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
can all agree,
100.
is parents, isn't it? Keeping us in straight and
Well,
narrow,
the thing
innit?
is,
It's
look,
important to have that.
The thing is, obviously the community plays a huge role, family plays a huge role. We have, unfortunately, some brothers may never have the father figure in their life, but that family bond is such that, for us, if father is not there, uncle is there. If uncle is not there, older cousin acts like a brother or father figure, so there is always eyes watching us in a way that, putting us on the path that, we should be.
So let me stop you for a second. So is this what's missing from the society currently?
Mainly in society, what's missing is respect.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it from, again, a transitional phase, right? So the generation that I grow up, so in my generation has seen the traditional way of upbringing, and also the youngsters growing up now. And I can, in most of the cases, I can pinpoint exactly, that respect that we had for our elders is missing. And for whatever reasons, be it is young boys thinking that they are now grown up, acting tough, watching these videos, access this, that, all of those elements do play a factor. They do play in their mindsets, in their psychological upbringing, listening to 2 hours of hip hop. My man thinks that he's the Alexander the Great, right? So obviously the music, of course, yes. What sort of content that they listen to is extremely psychologically, heavy on these kids growing up. So for us, obviously, we always kept our way in a way that, look, God is watching you, family is there.
So your parents and your family, extended family, help with that, I'm assuming.
To a degree, yes. But then again, it's down to the personalities and individuals as well, and their characters, right? Obviously, we in this day and age, we could have done things behind the scene, under the table, without people knowing, right? There are always ways.
You're younger than us, yeah? Why didn't you then? So what was so different about you?
One thing I would say, I always had mature friends, and I always leaned towards befriending people who were older than me. I don't know if that's the factor, but for sure, I always try to be, with friends who are slightly older than me, and ensuring that, and again, I most of the time befriended people where we share the common theme or common interest.
That's Islamically quite important as well, isn't it?
Okay, I mean, I would not sit here and be a hypocrite, try to show that I'm a religious guy, that, yes, Islam, obviously it is, the biggest factor for us. Now, as we age, we realize things, right? But back in the day, what was common between me and the other guy is cars. Okay, let's share the knowledge, let's share the stories, and obviously most of the guys, some of them are kind of like hippies, okay? But most of them would be hard-working guys who will save their pennies to support the next mod. So based on those sort of themes, we've kind of like had common friends, and ensuring that always had the mindset that drugs are not the life. That drugs are the life destroyers. So you take it or you sell it, it's gonna hit you back.
So tell me, the route to your success.
Definitely the prayers of my mother. Indeed, without her believe me, I wouldn't have been alive by now. Obviously we all have passed, right? And we all sort of like, indulge in things that we shouldn't be when we are young, right? And anything, anytime could have gone.
What are you going to tell me?
So-
You're undercover Al Capone or something?
No,
What?
no. This,
Right, and that note, I think I better. I'm joking.
No, it's the reality of, unfortunately, the streets now, right?
Yeah.
You have 999 people to misguide you, and there's only one person that will guide you. Okay, so the option of going into different routes is far bigger than actually taking a path that would lead you to be a focused man, be a responsible man, be a family man, So for me, predominantly, obviously, my objective was that, okay, how would you make your living, right? Either through the ways that others do, and they are happy for the first 5-6 years of them making money through the different means, or I need something that is long term, right? So I can make my money in 4 or 5 years, be killed, or be in prison, or I can actually, take a slightly harder route, but have that continuity throughout my life.
100%.
And that was the only way is either business or education, right? And obviously I saw myself being, as you said, nerd, which I was never, but...
You smashed the whole education system, so you done, what, did you do GCSE?
Well, I've done my GCSEs, and obviously me and Asim, kind of like, the same pathway. I've done my GCSEs, sciences, English, maths.
Smash it?
Smashed it, yeah. And obviously we have to because there's a lot of competition in families.
Yeah.
Then back in the day again, there was my IT, software engineering, all of those things, right? So back in the day, A levels, we had a weak IT A levels, right?
Yeah.
So I decided to do my diplomas, BTech diplomas.
Yeah.
I think back in the day, computer science.
Yeah.
And I had triple distinctions throughout my 2 years of course. Obviously went to Brunel University, done my bachelor's in software engineering, then done my master's in data sciences. So now hopefully.
So Azim missed out on the university experience. Do you want to sort of tease him if what he's missed out on?
So he's got the same initials as me, innit?
Yeah.
So I could always say, oh yeah, that's my degree too now.
Yeah.
I had a hand in there.
What was the university experience like?
Well, the thing is, the life of university is unique.
Yeah.
It will never come back, and it's so quick that it's like a blink of an eye. But it's the most memorable time, okay? I still miss my uni days, okay? But, again, if I have to be fair, those brothers who are, alhamdulillah, in their, working, and they are kind of like professionals, education is important, but thinking that, okay, I've missed university, and I may have missed up. University is, if you're successful, that really matters, right? Degrees, yes, it's a surplus. And again, degrees has to be meaningful, okay? I mean,
Not for the sake of it. Yeah.
Exactly, not for the sake of it. It has to be meaningful. The field that you choose, you have to kind of like have that initial sort of like plan up roadmap set for yourself. And obviously, as you've said, if you would have had someone earlier in your life to kind of like do the career pathway aligned or assigned for you, then that would have been helpful. Obviously, coming back to the point of family union, and kind of like, obviously, mashallah, we are a big family, so always we had that guidance, okay, so what shall I do, what pathway, what career, okay, IT, within IT, what exactly, so all of those, with a bit of help from my, cousins, who kind of like, had the pathway laid out before even I started university. So yeah, that was in a nutshell, inshallah. Yeah.
So that's your education. So now, I honestly still to this day how does a nerd, master degree, okay, where the hell did you get your interest in cars from, man?
Bro, realistic. Okay, not in a over 18 way, yeah. But what excited me the most, yeah, when I was a teenager, the sound of a turbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
100.
And that at that point, believe me, I used to listen to the video clips purely just the turbo spooling, right?
Okay.
Had no understanding of what this bloody thing is, where it is, how it looks like, but that
Yeah.
you know?
The chatter of it, yeah.
Exactly. So that was something that kind of like in my brain, and obviously the Fast and Furious scene was quite active, right? And I was kind of like, okay, I do appreciate body modifications and car body modifications and this and that, but with all due respect to everyone out there, but I find that quite fake. Okay, so if you're driving 30 mile an hour and your exhaust is literally ripping the the road, how can you justify that, bro? I mean, like, come on, that's...
It's about hearing. It's about looking good. It's about this is what I want to get through to everyone. There's two types of people out there. There are people like myself, who like to go slow, look pretty, loud music, loud exhaust system, and then we got Ahmed, the nerd, who wants to fly to the moon and back with his car.
Can I just back that up too? There was a time where I would make sure intentionally my car would look crap. Yeah, as in it probably was. It was an old car, but
when you put the foot down,
100%. That that muzzer. Yeah, but that muzzer you get, that kick you get, bro.
You know what it is? I've got to try that. I don't know nothing about that feeling.
Like, it wasn't the best looking.
Well, the thing is, for me,
but the fact that it's not best looking, but yet it can beat a Ferrari.
But I'll do you.
That feeling must be insane.
So obviously, and for the very reason, I've sort of like taken a path where if my exhaust is loud, it is backed by the horsepower.
100%. It's loud for a reason.
Exactly.
It's loud for a reason.
Like, I see a lot of people having these, anti-lags or pops and bangs mapped, right?
What's your thoughts?
It's not good for the car.
It's
definitely
not good for the car. But
I guarantee you this. All those brothers, 70 to 80% of them would not even know the basics of what exactly is happening for them to have that backfire.
I get that all the time, man. I'm on the phone constantly arguing with customers.
So for me, okay, fine, it's fun, okay, and I'm not undermining no one, right? Personally, me, I will never do that. My car does it, okay?
Naturally,
Because it is built for that reason. It is backed by proper
horsepower.
No, not horsepower, but proper equipment and hardware. Okay, and obviously, if it's a nice car, it has to be beauty and the beast at the same time. I don't mind.
But you the cars that you have built, to be fair, it's a sleeper. I mean, it's a term that we use, standard looking car, that literally flies and that, What's the thought process behind that then? You don't want to draw any attention,
So,
And if somebody comes along, what? You want to...
Okay, I tell you this, Quite some time ago, okay, keeping everything confidential, I was, one of my offices was in Marylebone, so took my, one of my built cars, okay, and you get all of these white collar multi-millionaires in their toys, right? Obviously, in their mindset, okay, what exactly is this rattling can passing by me, right?
What was it?
Okay, so so we've kind of like went through, and the journey was on the same route. Motorway came, and all I could see is me leaving him with almost like 20 cars gap, and then I deliberately slowed down.
See, that's the muzzle.
Embarrassment on this guy's face because he was looking down on me. Okay, the guy never made eye contact with me.
What car were you driving?
At that time, it was an S3 in its initial transitional phase. Okay, and then again, I slowed down, downshifted, you know, tried to now rubbing it on his face. You know, so that excitement or that feeling, you can't get it anywhere else.
No, I believe that, 100%.
So again, you know, if it's a very nice posh car, okay, hold on, yeah, GTR or anything like that, you know, Porsches with their nice body kits, you know, it looks good, yeah. But I'm against that. Okay, you know, I've got like a 1.2, 1.3, possibly 1.4 automatic with all the body kits that, you know.
See, I think that comes down to the car scene evolving, the car scene changing a lot. The car scene that was back in the day